This is section 6.3, multiplying with scientific notation. Our objective today is to multiply numbers written in scientific notation and choose appropriate units of measure. So, to multiply with scientific notation, step 1 is rewrite the product, grouping together the numbers and the powers of 10. Step 2 is multiply the numbers. Step 3, multiply the powers of 10 by adding the exponents. Step 4, we have to write the product from step 2 in scientific notation, because it might not always be. And step 5, multiply the powers of 10 again by adding the exponents. So let's look at this. We're going to multiply 5 times 10 to the 6th times 10 times 9 times 10 to the 3rd. We're going to write our answer in scientific notation. We start by regrouping the original problem. We're going to group together the 5 times 9 and the 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 3rd. We multiply 5 times 9, which is 45, times 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 3rd. We add those exponents and get 10 to the 9th. You'll notice 45 is not scientific notation. We would rewrite that as 4.5 times 10 to the 1st. But then we still have this times 10 to the 9th. We combine those 10s and get 4.5 times 10 to the 10th power. And there's our answer. All right, we're going to try these 3. Try them on your own first. All right, for the first one, we would group together the 2 and the 4. 2 times 4 gives me an 8. Times 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 3rd will give me 10 to the 9th. And look, that one's in scientific notation, so we're done. For letter B, we would group together the 3 times 2, which gives me 6. 10 to the 5th times 10 to the 8th gives me 10 to the 13th. And that's already in scientific notation, so we're done. For letter C, now realize that since the 12 doesn't have a times 10, it's actually 12 times 10 to the 0. So 12 times 8 gives me 96, times 10 to the 0, 10 to the 20th gives me 10 to the 20th. But 96 is not scientific notation, so it becomes 9.6 times 10 to the 1st, and then we combine our powers of 10 to get 10 to the 21st power. A light year, the distance light travels in 1 Earth year, is about 5.9 times 10 to the 12th miles. A mile is 5.28 times 10 to the 3rd feet. So how many feet are in a light year? What this problem is asking me to do is 5.9 times 10 to the 12th times 5.28 times 10 to the 3rd. So we're going to multiply 5.28 times 5.9. I do my multiplication, I'm going to get 31.152 times 10 to the 12th, and 10 to the 3rd makes 10 to the 15th. Well, 31.152 is not scientific notation. It's got to be 3.1152. That makes 3.1152 times 10 to the 1st, which makes my 10 become a 16th power. The speed of light is about 3 times 10 to the 5th kilometers per second. We're going to use the formula distance equals rate times time to find the distance light travels in an hour, which is 3.6 times 10 to the 3rd seconds. So 3.0 times 10 to the 5th is a rate. So we're going to take our rate times our time, which is 3.6 times 10 to the 3rd, to get our distance. Well, 3 times 3.6 is 10.8. 10 to the 5th times 10 to the 3rd is 10 to the 8th. Well, 10.8 is not scientific notation. It's actually 1.08 times 10 to the 1st. So I add that exponent onto my 10 and get a 10 to the 9th. Now we're going to choose the most reasonable unit to describe a quantity, and then use scientific notation to use the other one. So the mass of a nickel is 5 grams or milligrams? Well, it is more likely to be 5 grams. Well, 1 milligram is 1,000. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So this is really 5,000 milligrams. So to write this using scientific notation, we have 5 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3rd power milligrams. The length of a football field is about 91 kilometers or meters. Probably meters. Well, there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer, so this would be 0.091 kilometers. To write this in scientific notation, we have 9.1 times 10 to the 1 negative second power kilometers. Try this one. A pencil is 7 blank long, centimeters or meters. Well, a pencil is more likely 7 centimeters long. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, so this is 0.07 meters, which would be 7 times 10 to the 2 negative second power meters. Here's your assignment, and we will have a quiz following this.